5 Super Bowl titles, you know, 2 with the Niners, 3 with the Cowboys. Most people will never even come close to that type of success. I was viewing your Hall of Fame speech, Charles, and it's one of the best Hall of Fame speeches I've ever seen. And how much do you remember that time?
Of the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, your speech.
You know what? I see it. I don't remember it from that day because all we did was move from one spot to another, man. I really, my first year, I really did not remember much about anything. I don't remember my parents being there because, you know, it was just so busy. The year afterwards, when I look back at it, you know, I look at it and I laugh, man. I'm going like, yeah, this guy's funny, you know. And I just thought people need to see the human side. I think that everybody looked at a guy that didn't smile on the sideline. You know, people said A, B, and C about, but you know, the bottom line is, you know, when somebody's trying to kick your teeth out, I don't know what you're smiling about. So, you know, hey, that's why I didn't smile on the sideline, because you know what? I didn't know where the foot was gonna come from.
Well, 3 things stuck out about your speech to me. 1, you told that story about you playing golf with the great Eddie DeBartolo and some of the other 49er greats, and they told you to stay off the green.
Hey, man, you know what? All of it's green, boy. Hey, you know what? Like I told them, I used to cut the grass. I didn't play on it, you know? So, hey, I didn't know what they were talking about. And they set me up. They set me up because, you know what? I went to about 3 dreams like that before, you know, they want to say something, you know? But it was fun, man. You know what? I've been, you know, because I'm a country boy, man. People play a lot of jokes on me. But that was one that was funny, man, that you know, it's a memory that I'll never forget.
The other one was you talking about Jerry Jones and that special thing he did for your daughter who was sick.
Yeah.
When he held, if I'm not mistaken, a bone marrow drive at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, it's the largest bone marrow drive. And you know, he stepped out for me. You know, when I got here in Dallas, you know, he told me he had my back. And when my daughter got sick, he really stepped up. You know, the Jones family has been nothing but great to me. I don't know if I've been that great to them, but they don't have to, you know, I go out there and work with the players just because of what Mr. Jones done for me, for my daughter. That kind of love and commitment, man, you just can't, it's hard to get, you know, I don't know what I can do to ever repay for that, you know, and so if the little things I could do to really try to help, I would.
The last thing, and probably the most surprising thing, no one was prepared for it, was you talking about bipolar disorder. Why'd you pick that platform?
Well, because that was the hardest fight that I ever fought. You know, I lost everything. I lost my family, money, everything. I lost a lot of stuff, and because I would never come to grip that that I had bipolar, and that I just refused to believe it. And when I had to go through those things, and I had to go to do a diagnosis center, and I really took the time out to treat Charles, and I realized, yes, I'm dealing with some issues, and that the only way that I can get better is that I'm gonna have to work on me. And I just wanted people to know it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay to ask for help. You know, the biggest thing is people are, you know, that phone weighs 1,000 pounds, man, and I know. And I know it's hard to just walk in a room and tell people, you know what, you know, I don't feel good. I'm depressed. What I'm thinking, you know, I've had a lot of friends whose you know, family members committed suicide or something like that, and you know, they feel guilty. They walk around feeling guilty, and I have to tell them, hey, you know how many times thoughts go through my head, and I'm going like, you gotta have one reason for living. So when I get an opportunity to get in front of people, to really be able to reach people, I want them to understand, first of all, find one thing in your life that you're willing to live for. And if you find that one thing, then finding help is easy. And the other thing that I try to tell people is there's no one shoe to fit all. People want to send you to one psychiatrist. You may not like that psychiatrist. I went to about 6 before I found the right one that worked for me. Okay? So it's okay. Family members, hey, one shoe don't fit all. You can't force somebody to go somewhere where they don't feel like they're being listened to. So a lot of those things like that, I mentor people, kids, family members. I do what I can now because I believe that's what God wants me to do.
Is there what was your epiphany moment, Charles? What was your moment where you said, this is not me? I don't believe this is the real me.
Well, I went to a facility that they take people bipolar, schizophrenic, and they try to teach them how to live on their own. And so I was a guest speaker there. So I go and I'm ready to talk, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching me. I'm watching me move around, and at that point, that's when I turned to one of my best friends and said, "Look, you know what? Let's find a center. I need to go get help because I know that there's something wrong, and what I've been trying before didn't work. So I had to go into treatment so that, and stay until my medicine was regulated, so that when I left, I felt good about who I am. I felt so good I didn't want to leave. So, and you know what? And I can look out the window there and see the trees. I could never see out the window, and everybody was against me. And now, you know what? The only people against me is the people that I choose to put against me. It's in my mind, and I realize that now. And so if people can learn anything from me is that, you know what, demons are just, nightmares. All you gotta do is wake up. And that elevator is on the 12th floor. You can get off that whenever you want. Don't do what I did. Go to the basement and then have to start over. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But my thing is there's so many people around. There's so many people around. And the other thing that bothers me is you got so many people that yes sir people, where they know Sally or John is dealing with A, B, or C, but they don't want other people to know, they don't want to find the help for that person because they just want to keep it quiet. Instead of, hey, come out of darkness, and guess what? Hey, you gotta get people to understand what you see. And when I talk to people, I go like, okay, this is what I see. Hey, this is how I felt. Hey, and this is what your family see, and this is how you made them feel. I said, I've done that. I said, so, I said, you need to just go and see. I said, they got tests now. You just go take a test. And then, you know what? I said, but you'll never get over having a mental illness until you accept it. I never accepted it. And that's why I stopped taking the medicine, took the medicine, stopped taking the medicine, took the medicine, because I never accepted it. The moment that I accepted that I had a mental illness, hey, everything changed. It was a game changer for me. And that's what I'm so proud about.
Hey, Charles, you said that you would go back to some of your former teammates and you would try to smooth it over and apologize for maybe if you didn't treat them right back during that time before you got diagnosed. Are there some teammates or any one teammate who didn't accept your apology? And if so, how'd that leave you feeling?
Hey, I'll give you a secret, man. You know what? It's all I can do is, I can tell you what I did wrong. I don't say I'm sorry. I regret my actions, and these are some of my actions that I've done that I regret. Now, I ask for your forgiveness. It's on you to forgive me, as my part is done, and I leave it at that. And I tell them, you don't have to listen to my words. Watch my action, because words are nothing. Actions speak louder. So that's what I tell them, man. And you know what? I know a lot of them didn't like me, but you know what? They call on me. They call me. They talk to me. And you know what? I feel like I got friends that I play with now. And when I left the league, I didn't think I left the league with more than 5 friends. So on this side of life, it's been good.